Take a sip. Ah. Today, as of recording, the last episode, Carl the Adept's adventure in Mass Effect 1 gets posted. Today is also more than 9 months after I last played Mass Effect, when I finished. Actually, no, that's a lie. No. It's been more than 9 months since I played Carl. I have since completed Vanessa Shepard's Mass Effect 1 game, and I had also talked about how I like to play Soldier, so I started up the Soldier game, but I think I'm only like halfway through that one. But Vanessa and whatever I named my Soldier, it's not their time. It's Carl's time. It's Mass Effect 2. Let's favorite quality. You know what? I like that. Calibration. It's HDR because I'm on the good TV. Until the logo is no longer visible. I guess it's that, but is that going to end up being... I'm going to put it there. I'm going to make it a little bit more. Brightness. Adjust till it's no longer visible. Which direction is that? It's not that direction. No longer... Oh, this goes very far. This goes very far. Is this going to make it look like stupid junk? It's not disappearing. I still see it here, but calibrates peak brightness for your output device. I don't even know if this is going to appropriately show up in the video because I never recorded Mass Effect 1's menu music, which I think is dumb. I should have used that for like the outro music because that just makes sense. But anyway, I did that earlier and it said it might look different because of HDR. And HDR was doing real dumb things in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, making shit really dark and making the sun really bright. So that's actually, let's just let's thinking of that, let's let's forget most of what I've done here. Let's do like 2000. No, let's go to 15. Because I want to be able to see. I don't care about realism. I want to be able to see. Sound. Love the music. Let's do something like that. Yeah, let's do something like that. Let's start out with that, and we'll see what it does. Okay. No. Here, no. Those are fine. Gameplay. Now, okay, so I think the very first time I ever played this, I played it, not this game specifically, but Mass Effect 1, I played on casual because I don't know if I talked about this on the first video because again, that was 10 months ago now, but I tend to go in on completely, or at least I used to go into games on the easiest difficulty just so I can experience it. Get into the game a bit and experience what it's doing and that good stuff. Since I normally started on normal, veteran with Carl was way too easy, and I mean hardcore was incredibly manageable with Vanessa in the first game, and so far also my Soldier. So I'm not too worried about doing hardcore with Carl, although this game is harder. I cannot beat this game on Insanity. I've tried, and I'm not good at it. Not good enough. Nope. Yes, please. Subtitles, yes, please. That was in gameplay. Cool, 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 cool. Trophies. None of them yet. Oh, that may have been a spoiler. How am I supposed to know how to get out of here? It doesn't say to press circle. Intuition, I guess. And with that, we have wasted about 6 minutes of the recording. That is some epic pog. Let's import. This is something that was just, there's Vanessa. Oh, and it won't let me import my soldier because he's not done. So this is actually something that I find very important. They lied. They fucking lied to me. They said that it was possible to max your shepherd, and we experienced most of Carl's journey before they fixed some of the bugs. There was something with leveling that apparently never actually fixed because Carl ended at 57 and so did Vanessa. And yeah, it's just I think I did less technically with Vanessa because I didn't worry about bugs or glitches or anything to try to involve everything. I just did her. She was fun. She enjoyed Caden's company, I think. And Carl is ready to find the one. He's so ready. So ready. Ooh. Oh, I didn't read it. Okay, I just did this. Yeah, so hardcore. I think I'm going to largely manage. Name Carl Shepard. Yes, yes. Rank 57. Military specialization. He is Carl the Adept. So duh. Paragon. Commander Shepard. Follow the Paragon path. Now, actually, yes and no. Carl did both. He was a lovely split-even sort of lad. Erdnot Rex did survive the mission on Vermeer. Thank you. Ashley Williams, unfortunately, had perished on Vermeer. The council was saved by Carl the Adept Shepard during the attack on the Citadel. And Carl did, in fact, recommend his sweet boy, Keith David. I guess, man, he's older than me. He's like twice my age. He's probably more than twice my age. Keith David is a grown-ass man. God, I love him. Let's ruin this title sequence with Sippy.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
I have a strong distaste for smoking, but okay. 1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, the Galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Council, and earned humanity membership into their prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers' enormous machines... Okay. You're not supposed to read it out loud, I know. I'm supposed to just scan. I try. Go back to the cigarette. I think smoking is disgusting, but half a cigarette wasted there, elusive man? I know you're rich, but damn.
FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
Wow. Weird.
3 ships went missing here in the past month.
Hi, Jeff.
Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Disgusting.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner.
Hi
Unidentified
Ensign.
vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is
What
changing
is that?
course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Hyperdrive. Pull the lever. Oh, can't pull the lever anymore.
Presley!
Kinetic
Oh,
barriers
my
down.
back.
Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
They fixed it.
Shepard! Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either. I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Commander! Kate, go. Now. Aye, aye.
Oh.
Everybody in! Go! Go! Go!
I think I get it a little bit. Okay. I like it. Oh. Shouldn't be smiling right now. You can't tell, so it doesn't matter. Hell of a way to start a game, huh? So something that's really cool
Mayday! This is SSV Normandy!
is that they I guess they finally fixed it. Well, not finally. This was like 10 months ago. But when in the PS3 version, at the very least, the ones that I played. Let's just take that in for a little bit. Look at that. Beautiful, but absolutely horrifying. Like, oh my god. But no matter who you romanced, no matter what you did, you always got Liara with the PS3 version. Doink. Hit the other one. Hit the other one. Nice. You always got Liara at the start, but Carl didn't. Even so, Carl didn't romance anyone. So it's interesting to bring Kate in there because I feel like that connects well for a potential romance in the third game with him.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
Spoiler.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack!
Pieces of hull staying together is nice.
Commander! Shepard!
Push that. still hits a bit. Ah, and it's mirroring the Mass Effect 1. Ah, the menu screen. And Carl the Adept Shepherd is no more. Making a new character, the import was pointless. Mass Effect Genesis is an interactive comic that summarizes the events of Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? I mean, I imported everything, so I don't think it matters. Because I know that you can make decisions using it. Never encountered that. Let's hit yes and hope I don't have to do anything. And that they don't change anything about Carl's story, because I don't want that to happen.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to
We'll
the core.
ignore Jenkins, that's
Tough,
fine.
Disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof.
Hi,
Which meant
Davos.
I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life.
Like the Citadel music.
These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and kept my focus on our goal, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations.
Guess we forgot about Pharaohs.
Ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Ashley behind had hardened my resolve, but revealed a soft spot in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets would counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But
is he doing a Max Payne?
And I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
I think it's cool that with that they still allowed people to then experience the interactive comic, since I would say probably most people didn't.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Lazarus? Like the Bible? How much time did the comic take out? That was a hard cut in the music. Thank you for the trophy, though. Okay, I think it would be cool to look more at that, but I'm just going to keep Carl's face. I don't want to rummage about and not be able to recreate his just. Yeah. He is Carl the Adept. How fucking dare you? The transmitted with L5X implants that can spawn a micro singularity, damaging enemies and pulling them into the air. Power training, singularity, warp, throw, pull, and shockwave. Shockwave is only good in this game. Weapon training, heavy pistol, sub, machine gun. Adepts are bionic specialists capable of disabling and killing enemies with raw bionic power. While they lack advanced combat training, they are the best at defeating enemies without firing a shot. Very cool, very nice. Yeah, and I think what's interesting, so, I believe if we recall correctly, in Mass Effect 1, Kaidan is an L2 biotic, L2 implants, and I'm pretty sure Shepard is an L3 biotic, or at least the Adept Shepard is an L3 biotic in that game. So he's gone up too. Why do I have the flashbang grenade? Who has the flashbang grenade? Who gives this? Isn't it? Your achievements give you access to the following. How? That's Kasumi's. Thanks. I appreciate it. Okay, Carl the Adept Shepard, Earth-born Soul Survivor Adept Flashbang. I love it. Yes, confirm, please. Yes. Now, when it comes to state-of-the-art weapons, use thermal clips to prevent overheating. That's new. Maybe we get a lore dump for it. I don't think so. I think it's in Codex entry.
Something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings.
Feel sad.
I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Hi, Miranda. Okay, so as I was saying, God damn.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
Look how cute he is.
Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
What?
There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from
Level
the locker.
5, thank you. Now hold on. 4,000 tutorials. Complete training. Finish your training to prove. Okay. I got a lot of Renegade. I got the same amount of Paragon. Okay.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay.
How do you know what
Keep
thermal
your head
clips
down,
are?
Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill
I didn't
you.
press circle. I
Look for
just
a
moved
thermal clip
backwards.
for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Very cool. So as I've been trying to say, I'm not going to record all of Carl this time.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your.
I still can't shoot. Power wheel. Did that really not do anything? That sucks. Fine then, let's put one there. Let's wait till. Oh, that's not good. Let's do that.
Collision proximity member offline. Failure.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Who would imagine that hardcore is hard? Anyway, but yeah, I'm not going to record everything in one big swoop and then fail to finish editing for. Okay, I can't pick that up because I didn't waste as much ammo as I wanted to.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Okay, fine. I wanted to watch. I'm going to edit proactively.
Here come the mechs. Use the.
They've seen it.
Take the elevator down.
Very
one
nice,
floor.
very cool. Go back to the vessel. Cow.
Hurry, get to
Gotta
the door.
run.
You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got mechs closing in on my position.
Well, we'll go see how those. Let's see how that guy's doing. Hi guys. Are you trying to show me something?
Hostile forces have engaged.
Thanks for the extra ammo in the show.
Slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Is there more than just that?
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery.
Yep.
Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary
Money.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Who's the boss man? No one knows. Hi. Whack. Oh.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried she
Elsa?
might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Nice view.
You're up!
Got her!
There went my warp.
What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Who are you?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor.
Hi,
I've been
Jacob.
stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
It's a see-through wall.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around.
I mean,
I'll
yeah.
fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Cool.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles,
He was.
they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just
Same.
give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Okay, so let's go ahead and redo the pool that you had previously, and then let's also just let's aim.
Falling back.
Nice.
Okay. I promised I'd
They're not
answer your
falling back.
questions.
They fell down.
What do you want to know?
Let's get out of here.
What's your job here?
Who are
Depends on
you?
Who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant,
Cool.
but I'm just a soldier.
You're
I served
Benezia.
5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually
Okay.
a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Nice armor, Carl.
When I first
There's
woke
Miranda.
up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She
Cool.
led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter
Oh.
what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said
Makes
you lost
sense.
contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Hiding his worry.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
Nice.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Like L5 implants.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back.
It was
Just you.
me.
Even that was a challenge. 2 years.
Yep.
All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Cool, cool, cool.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about
Seems like an
everybody
important question.
survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else,
cool that he
including
knows
the
all this.
non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Liara gets a name, but not a Quarian.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
If. Now that's a short game.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency?
Well said.
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here
Yep.
with Commander Shepard.
It is Jacob.
Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell?
It's like
Never
five.
mind. You need to
5
get him out
max.
of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Okay.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
Yep.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Ooh. Ooh.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
He's a little pithy.
Activating.
Damn it, Wilson. This was...
Nice job. I can't select pull because he just did use it.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Rerouting power line.
One mean mother, huh?
Oh god. They found me.
Aha, killed you. Melee.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry. They're out of control.
Ah, you're
Up those
fine.
stairs, Shepard.
Oh god. I'm hit. They shot me.
No, you're fine. So he's fine. We have to view this log.
Reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions.
Yeah.
Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Well, Shepard is a reborn man. He knows what he wants, he's going to get it.
Jacob!
We're not going.
Shepard, down here!
Oh, hi.
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Cool. Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Sure will. After I save the recording. Okay. Going to check a message. Okay. Metagel. Anything behind here? Nope. Okay.
Wilson's hurt bad. He needs help.
Ah, he's fine. Let's use Unity.
Thanks, Shepard.
You're welcome.
Never thought you'd save my life.
Oh, you're fine.
Guess that makes us even now. I thought
no, you
maybe
need
I
to
could shut down
completely
the
die
security
first.
mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector.
That was
There's no
apparently
way
D-Wing.
she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Let's overload the canisters.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, guys.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Never heard of him. That's a lie. You lied to me.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for
Jack.
Kinda stuck.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
I got some codex entries. Very cool. Let's bring the gun back out. Access? I don't think they gave me the Metagel, they gave me money. Screaming. Woo. Let's can I yes, so let's do grab on you. Let's do
Come on over. Collision proximity warning.
Yeah!
Rerouting power.
oh, cool, thanks. Is there something in this hole? Anything in this hole? Hole? Enemies? Oh, I triggered them early. I didn't want that. Let's Ah, there's even more. Just gonna go around this way.
Gotta hurt.
Hey, shuttle.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Really? Oh, there's people in there too. Hi. Oh, that's a bummer.
Impact event.
Cool. Oh, did you kill them all? Very cool, guys. Did you? No, you're fine. Money. Hacking. I actually really do enjoy the hacking mini games in this particular game. Highly individual notes to find magic symbols. When you find two magic symbols, select them typically circularly or circularly rounds at a time to bypass the system. Walls. Battery. C. Pile. C. Battery. They gave me more than enough time for that on purpose. But
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
cool, thanks Wilson for having so much trust in my corpse. Husband. Sorry. Nothing to steal here, just a door.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Jump scare.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
That's
If
fine.
you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
Go.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out
Didn't
in the
even
open,
get a
is there
military,
anything else
like-
you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Promotion. For being
Convenient
the
that you show
hero
up
of the
as relieved.
Citadel.
Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life?
Got him.
Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out.
Cool.
I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the
Ah.
rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Maybe.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He
Fair.
poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come
Got
on.
him. It's a fun-looking station. I wonder how much of it would be aesthetic, and how much of the design is functional.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact.
Yep.
Ask the questions.
Well, he already knows that's been 2 years.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
We're done here.
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Lies.
Almost.
Lies.
Let's try something more
we
recent.
met another man who
Vermeer, where you
survived.
destroyed
What
Saren's
was his
cloning
name?
facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Remember.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
We're done here. It was that or
I
die.
left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Lovely looking station. How much is aesthetic and how much is function?
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Very cool. So we're gonna play a little bit more before the.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Cool. Before the session ends.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Hi guys. Now, there used to be a whole bunch of stuff here, but I think they changed it. Yeah, they definitely changed it already. Give me... I already have a recon hood. I mean, if you're going to give me a weapon bonus, I have to. That's a health bonus. I like shooting. Let's go recon hood. Material. Let's wish... Do like a matte finish? You want something more like that? I kind of like it. A lot of color choices. A lot of color choices. Let's. What does Carl exude? You know, as far as like colors. Seems like an adept color, maybe a green. I think a green is like an adept color. But with the if I keep the red stripe, it just looks like Christmas. I don't like the camo. I think the camo's gonna look kind of dumb, probably. Mint. Yeah. Let's go to the. How's the camo look? Yeah, I hate it. Single stripe. Multiple stripes. Let's do the fun multi-stripe. Yeah, give some color. Oh, that's the last one. Okay. Can't do lights. Okay. I like that. Yeah. But then we don't get to see his beautiful face. What are the outfits? Basic Cerberus outfit. Cerberus diplomat. Fancy boy. Cerberus doctor. Weird. This is bizarre, but I love it. I love it a lot. I like this too. And I think those are Alliance pants. I think it's where that comes from. Yeah, some of these casual outfits are from the third game. Let's do hoodie. Let's do that. This is how he looks when he's casual. He's just kind of comfortable, but he's wearing battle pants because, you know, the pouches, the pockets. Very cool. Very green. Let's talk to my dad. I don't want this man to be my dad. No. I'm quite all right, actually.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Jack Harper, is that you?
Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
And what do we know?
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
Yeah.
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Definitely just me.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent.
Oh.
You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Okay. Let's
Fighting a war doesn't seem
order
like
doesn't
Cerberus.
matter.
Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just you stood for humanity. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Level 6. Very elusive. Elusive. Not elusive? Missed opportunity. Okay, so part's already kind of getting a little bit long. So I think it would be better to go ahead and pause it up right about here. Well, let's talk to
The
our
elusive
folks
man
here.
is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
That's that no.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I don't think
I
she
have
was
the
very
utmost
pissy.
respect for your abilities, Shepard.
You know?
It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Fair.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Like what?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Fair.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
I mean, she's
We've got an
talking
assignment.
freely.
We can talk about it or we can do it.
Jacob, you bitch.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different.
Many of the same.
When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it.
Trying to wink at me.
We just go and find out.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Some Renegade there. Some Paragon. Okay, let's stand up over here. Yeah, that is hard to see. Okay, let's do this, yeah. Okay. Well, ooh. Perfect. Docking station. Alright. Yeah, so, Carly Adept Shepard finally in Mass Effect 2 after like 10 months. Yeah, like about 10 months. Awesome. I'll be much better about editing and playing and whatnot, so I don't just accrue, 40 hours of footage and then have to sit through it all, because motivation very lacking to get through that. But yeah, I'm probably going to just go ahead and do Freedom's Progress and some ship stuff immediately after, because I want to keep playing, but definitely not going to do what I did with Mass Effect 1. I learned the lesson there very harshly. Not happening again. But yeah, excited to finally play Mass Effect 2 again. And yeah, nothing else. I think that's good. So to anybody watching now and everyone watching in the future, take care now and bye-bye then.